Money world. El mundo quiere dinero. Money world. Se arregla con dinero. Money world. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te la ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money world. El mundo quiere dinero. Money world. Se arregla con dinero. Money world. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón, porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción, yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money world. El mundo quiere dinero. Money world. Se arregla con dinero. Money world. De corazón, la plata no te hace ser feliz. De corazón, la plata no te hace ser feliz. Money world. El mundo quiere dinero. Money world. Se arregla con dinero. Money world. Lunes. Lunático.
Nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize, lead the way. I follow, no need to say, where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Yeah. Lunes. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay pues emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón, porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción, yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. Yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Yeah. Money work. De corazón, la plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón, yeah. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah, 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 yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Lunes. Lunático.
In this moment, nothing can stop me. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say, where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no better one, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no better one. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Yeah. Looney. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay pues emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón, porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción, yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work, yeah. El mundo quiere dinero, yeah, yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero, yeah. Money work. De corazón, la plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, yeah, de corazón, de corazón, yeah.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not hard to fool me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say, where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the
Come on, get them up, get them up. Get the lights up.
Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell you goodbye, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Bobbity, bobbity, bop. We are back. We are back. We are back. How's everybody doing? Hope you had a good holiday. I know I did. Thanksgiving was off the chain, and it promises only to get better. Oh, that sucks. Huh. Build it as we fly, baby. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Did you see your friends? Did you see your family? I know I had a good time. Family was in town. You know, Mom Dukes was in town for her 75th, doing what she did. So we had a good time around the city, doing what we do. I'm sorry. Candle of the Evening, last show of Incense November. So in honor of that, the Candle of the Evening is from Le Labo Incense 9. And the fragrances of the day, two that sadly you can't get a hold of, but had to pull them out. One from Tom Ford from the original Private Blend line, OG classic, Plum Japonaise. Think of a spicy plum. Great for this time of year. And then in the evening, when I went to dinner, none other than Tom Ford Amber Absolute. By far, one of the best fragrances ever. If I get married again, I'm wearing that on my wedding date, just not my wedding night, because that makes babies. This joker right here makes babies. Amber, vanilla, labdanum, incense. People used to rave about tobacco vanille, and this one's even better than that. So, how are we going to do this? Make sure you guys, keep it cool, keep it classy in the chat room, which reminds me, let me go ahead and bring that up. I got an announcement I'm going to be making, but I don't want to make it this soon, but so many big things happening over here. And I want to thank the loyal subscribers, shout out to the members, shout out to the silent army, the patrons, the people who make this stuff possible. Patreon, you are going to enjoy what's coming this month. This week in particular. I said it before.
I'll make you famous.
Well, don't be surprised if somebody over there gets to be made famous. All right, so get the likes up. We should have over 3,000 likes. My question is this for everybody in the chat room. How were the holidays? I know one thing. I have heard so many people tell me that this was a holiday season that they have been looking forward to. A lot of times people are just like, they really don't want to go home for the holidays or whatever. But this time I heard a lot of men saying they could not wait to go home and sit around the dinner table and have conversations that they have been dying to have. Get questions asked that they've been wanting to have answered for the longest. So, how were the holidays? We're going to talk about it because
winter is coming.
And in honor of winter coming, we're going to turn into a winter mountain. That's Winter Mountain, and this is midwinter. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. Let me see in the chat room. Shout out to the chat. Also, shout out to the chat. The chat, you're going to love what's coming up too, because now the chat room is going to become an integral part of the show, because in order to get chat privileges, you must be a member. And whatever member level you are, you're going to start having access to more than just badges, different emojis. You're going to have, whatever YouTube allows us to put on there. Sometimes you even have the ability to share gifts and things like that. So a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of stuff coming up. So when I ask how were the holidays, I'm asking what it was like being at home this season, unlike any other season, after the notorious, infamous, average at best video has been everywhere, and we're coming up on a year of average at best. That's what the video's called. So I'm not going to try to rename it. I'm not going to lie. I had people tell me that their entire family sat around and discussed things going on in the Black community. Is that the case for you? Did your family discuss what's going on with relationships? Ladies, did your family discuss what's going on with marriage? Because I know a lot of women have written me and saying they're starting to get all kind of heat and pressure from their parents, their family. When you gonna get married? When you gonna have some grandbabies? Because you can't keep saying, the same thing you've been saying forever.
I'm a PhD.
They ain't trying to hear all that. Big Mama and them is like, when's the family gonna come through here? And a lot of women are like, well, hold on, Big Mama. You're asking where's the husband and the kids and all this other stuff, but who trained these ladies on how to take it to the next level? Who trained a lot of these women on how to become wives? And that's the reality. So a lot of women are sitting back asking their mothers, you want me to be this wife? You want me to have these grandchildren and all this other stuff, but did you equip me with the skills?
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
Did you equip me with the skills to be said wife? Did you equip me with the skills to be this cooperative daughter now that all these men are now saying they're not looking for partners anymore. They're looking for actual wives. Did you equip me for that? Or you just expecting me to learn on the job? Is that what it is? See, that's why this Thanksgiving has been so interesting. He said, hello, Godfather, got great veteran for Father's Day and was sent up. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of women are saying, well, wait a minute, mama. Because funny thing is, parents go from, just making sure you survived your childhood. Surviving and thriving are two different things. But a lot of women have come to grips with the terms that your mother, your big mama, all them ladies in your family, the folks that went
execute Order 66.
Gave you Order 66, did not equip you to get out here and cooperate with anybody in any real significant way. And now the holiday season's come along and you went home for Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is the last holiday that single people can live in delusion and lie. Why? What do I mean? Well, Thanksgiving, you can hide in anonymity around the table with your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, your family. That's what you can do. You can hide in anonymity around your family. You can take pictures with your family, your extended family, that is. Now one of them kids is yours. The hell was that? Oh. Now one of them kids was yours. But you can sit around and hide in anonymity. Sorry, I had to put the watch on the winder. But now here we go. Now we're going into full-on holiday season. Now we're going into time where you can't hide no more. Playtime is over. You can't hide. Everybody know your niece's kids aren't yours. You can't pretend, that you're going to run downstairs or leave. You got nobody coming to your bedroom talking about, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. You got none of that. The only person knocking at your door is, and he just ready to be taken out and walk. That's all he ready for. He don't know Christmas from nothing. And this is a time of year a lot of modern women are really having to deal with the fact that they're like that real life Macaulay Culkin. Y'all remember Macaulay Culkin? Oklahoma's finest, Macaulay Culkin. Home Alone. What was Kevin's last name in Home Alone? How many modern women are real life Macaulay Culkins? Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Right? How many modern women are really 1990 all over again? Y'all thought it was a joke. They thought it was a joke back in the day. It's like, oh, that could never happen. Well, how did Kevin even get lost at home? How did it even happen? Because they had such a big family that they had all these kids and all these relatives and so many people in their family to where they lost track of a child, right? Joe Pesci became a household name. Kevin McAllister. What's up, Shirley McAllister? What up, Karen McAllister? How many of y'all big-ass McAllisters are out there? See, Thanksgiving is the last holiday. That's why they stretch it out so long. You get more time off for Thanksgiving than for Christmas because it used to be Thanksgiving used to be, if you never understood the holidays, Thanksgiving was the holiday that you spent with your entire family. Your mother, your father, your grandparents, your nieces, your nephews, your kinfolks, your cousins. And if you were married, you decided you spent alternate. In even years, we spend it with my family. In odd years, we spend it with your family, in-laws. So this is how it's supposed to happen. Keith and Karen are supposed to go to Karen's mother's for Thanksgiving. And at Karen's mother's, he meets his brother-in-laws, his sister-in-laws, his nieces, his nephews, Karen's cousins, their children, his extended cousin. He stays with his in-laws, who he calls mom and dad. Like he called his mother mom and dad. He sees his grandparents, who he calls Nene or Big Daddy or something like that. Roger. He'd like to be called all that. And then usually there was somebody from, even a great-grandparent was alive. He saw his great uncles, great aunts, cousins up and down the street. Oh, yes, 30, 40, 50 people around. You got the adults table. You got the kids table. This is what it's supposed to be. And in the house, you have equal portions of men and women, equal portions of husband, wives. And this is when the hit squad comes in, every bit of 30 years old, and he brings his girlfriend. Because to get invited home for the holidays meant some shit back in that day. So if a man brought a woman around, that was serious. He brought her to meet the family. And this is the day when, had to bring Karen home them too, right? Why? So you had to be off Wednesday to travel, so you can arrive Wednesday, or early Thursday morning, spend the entire Thursday, eat meal 1, 2, and 3, and then travel back. Thanksgiving used to be the busiest holiday because you had Thanksgiving morning, and then the next day you had breakfast. And it was a great time because you got to see the entire family. Contrast that with what Christmas is. Christmas is where you spend with your nuclear family. This is where Keith and, I said Karen, I made a mistake. This is where Keith and Phoebe, FBI, Keith and Phoebe, they are at home in their house. and their 3 kids are in their rooms, and the dog is in wherever the dog is. The dog with me is going to be outside. I don't do indoor dogs. This is where Dirty Santa or Elf on the Shelf and all this stuff happens. You ever seen Elf on the Shelf? Every morning, the elf is doing something different. So from the day after Thanksgiving all the way through Christmas Eve, it's just celebration. There's eggnog, there's decorating the trees, there's gingerbread, spice, everything nice. You looking at the Grinch who stole Christmas, Frosty the Snowman. It's just a good time. People are decorating their houses. People are walking their neighborhoods, caroling. There's shopping. There's gift wrapping. There are gifts coming in. There are gifts going out. And all of this is happening. But Christmas Eve, the triplets, 1, 2, and 3, all have to be in bed before nighttime. Go to sleep so Santa Claus can come and deliver the presents. Now, whatever your family's tradition was, maybe you had presents on the tree, maybe you didn't matter, but you had to be in bed before a certain time and stay in bed, because if you woke up and Santa saw you, he'd throw pepper in your eye or whatever. But the bottom line is they got the stockings around the chimney or whatever, and the parents are just like having a good time messing with the kids, games or whatever. Christmas Eve night, the adults sit around and think about the year, reminisce on the year, put a little bit of rum in that eggnog, get some eggnog. And then the next morning, here it comes. Mom and dad are in the bed. And who comes through the door first? Here comes the dog opening the door to give the kids a reason to open the door and jump into bed and say, Mom, Dad, get up. See, he came. What happened? Santa was here. And the kids drag Mom and Dad out with morning breath and everything else, but they've already kind of got themselves together. Coffee is brewing, and the kids are just excited. Look at all the presents and this and that. And then the kids, your children, rush under the tree and start passing out the gifts. Now, depending on what your family did, maybe Dad handed out the gifts. Somebody put on the Santa hat and handed out the gifts. You handed out the gifts, and everybody got their gift, read the card. You read the card. You opened your gift. You said, thank you. Took pictures, moved on. It's a good time. And then after you did that, you could get in the car and drive to your grandparents' house. If you live in the same city. But the bottom line, most of the Christmas day was spent with your nuclear family. Fast forward to Big Shirley now. Ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody there. I take that back. There is somebody there. She got 2 or 3 kids from 2 or 3 different baby daddies, but not one god darn man is in the house. All that stuff I was talking about the night before, all she's got is stress. Because she knows ain't nobody there in the morning to help her with all this other stuff. And she wondering what her baby daddies are doing or her exes or whatever. And that's for the women with kids. The women without kids, none of this happens. For women without kids, you might as well end the year on October 31st. For single women, I am making a new proclamation. As president of the feminist movement, as captain of the feminists, as leaders of the feminists, you guys give me a title. What is my title of the feminists? Who am I? I'm the general of the feminists. I'm the 5-star feminist general. As the 5-star feminist general, nope, can't do that. I need to be an emperor. I need to be a monarch. King of the feminists. As the king of the feminist movement, I have a new royal decree. For women who are unwed, the calendar year officially ends on October 31st. That's right. After Halloween, we skip all of November and December. You go straight to January. That's right, because you don't need the rest of the year if you're a single woman. If you don't need the rest of the year. Matter of fact, you don't even need Halloween. Scratch that. The year ends October 30th because you got no kids, you got no family, you got nothing to live for. Scratch. You don't have the things you want. How about that? So the year ends October 30th on through. So that means for every woman out there who's single with no children and over the age of 21, I need you to take 2 months, multiply it by your age, and that's how many more years you are. Let's say you're a 30-year-old woman, okay? You're a 30-year-old woman, okay? And I want you to take 2 months times 30. That's 60 months, right? And I want you to divide that by 10. That's 3. You're actually 3 years older. So if you're a single woman, you're 33 years old, holiday time. Oh my God, I'm going to hell. Oh. The wall is that much closer. But back on why is this important? Modern women are home alone for the holidays, like real live Kevin McAllisters, because you got your...
I'm a PhD.
That's what you got. This is why you see so many modern women doing what I just saw. Hold on. Can I get it? I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to mess this up. Hold on. There we go. So many modern women are doing what I just saw. I posted this on my Instagram story. So many modern women, and this stuff is spreading. This stuff is spreading, people. Make no mistake, it's spreading, it's spreading, it's spreading. So how many women are home alone for the holidays? They're like, I hate him. I hate his whole face. I know, but I didn't do it, Shirley. I swear to God, it wasn't me. It wasn't me, Shirley. Smell like a king. Hey guys, my name is Kevin Samuels. I'm a professional image consultant. In today's video, we're going to talk about Amawaj Jubilation. If you like these kind of videos, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications for our future video and live stream updates. Show your boys some love. Boom. We're not going to be here long today, but I had to talk about this fragrance. Unless you've been living under a fragrance rock, you're familiar with the house of Amawaj. They do deep fragrance as well. If you like bright, sparkling citrus, this isn't the place for you. That being said, they have some bangers. You could just take an entire video and just list them out. So the bar is really high for me in this house. When I first saw the note breakdown on Jubilation, I was like, dear God, how can you cram all that into one fragrance, and what is it gonna smell like? You got this, that, da-da-da. Look, it's about blackberry and honey. Blackberry and honey dominate this fragrance, take center stage, and make this fragrance a killer. Let's get into the C3PO system. Compliment factor on my skin, off the freaking charts. Off the freaking charts. Women love this fragrance. I could spray this and walk by, and I just watch women drop, faint, and swoon. Yeah, women are getting moist all around me with this thing, and it just simply works. But here's another thing. Guys dig it on me. The guy was like, yeah, man, who is that? You smell good. You smell like a king. What really surprised me is I had so many brothers coming up. Man, what are you wearing? You smell good. Because you know how we do. We typically don't run up on somebody and be like, hey, man, you smell good. What you wearing? I mean, the best you usually going to get is a head nod or that's what's up. And that's what a lot of guys did. But many guys said, what are you wearing? I mean, when I walked into the barbershop, we was talking about LeBron, this, that, and so forth. Eventually, one of the biggest, boldest alpha dudes stood up and said, look, dude, you know, I got to keep it a buck. You smell, that's what's up. And then the whole shop broke out into, yeah, man, I wanted to say what's up. We spent the next 15 minutes talking about this. Overall, what I'm saying is the compliment factor has started some ridiculous conversations. Performance on my skin, I get a solid 6 hours. It's not a beastly performer, but that's just on my skin. Projection, I get 2 to 3 feet projection. You know, not a beast mode performer. Sillage is where this thing works for me. Sillage on my skin, that scent trail, 3 feet plus. Yep, 3 feet plus. So I'm walking and it does that little delayed reaction kind of thing. So the style personnel I see rocking this is definitely going to be that player. This is sexiness in the bottle. This starts conversation. This will make people approach you. Do yourself a favor, put your nose on this one. It is not bottle worthy for everyone. I'm not going to go out on a limb. I'm certainly not going to say go out and blind buy it because it's blackberry and honey. It might be a little off-putting or cloying to some, but it is definitely something you need in your wardrobe. Why? Because ultimately it smells regal. It smells classy. It smells like a king. This should be labeled the fragrance of kings. Do me a favor, if you ever smelled this, hit us up in the comment section. Let us know what you think about it. If you love it, let us know. If you didn't like it, let us know. Everybody's mileage may vary and all opinions are welcome. Keep it classy, keep it cool. Like these kind of videos, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up and share it out to whoever you think can use the information. If you want to stay caught up, remember to follow me on social media. Links down in the description. So thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. Until the next time, talking to you later. Now, here is the question, ladies. Here's a question for you, for modern women right now. What is your sexual marketplace value? Are you before the wall or are you after the wall? When you are danger zone, the danger zone is near wall and after wall. 30 years old, you are the wall. I don't care if black don't crack. You're still over 30. You're past the wall. What is your SMV? What is your wall status? The older you get, the more competition you have. You have more competition because there is a woman turns 23 every day. You got more competition. And you happen to be older and more set in your ways. So the likelihood of you getting what you want becomes far more the exception than the norm. And the probability drops. Why is this important? Because if modern women really, really, truly moved in the dating world like reality, in line with reality, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. If I was Thanos and I could snap the reality stone, and now modern women were really moving in the open dating market in line with their actual sexual marketplace value as men are judging it, we would have nothing else to talk about. Because you ladies would come into the marketplace in good faith, already knowing that you have to compete for the kind of man you hope to marry you. You would know that unless you're in the top 10% of all female earners, you will not make enough money to live on until you die. That means a man is not an option. He is a requirement. I love this show, Why the Last Man Standing, because you see a world without men. And you're starting to see how women will really move. And even in that show was canceled, by the way, because it became so freaking woke and so over the top. The reality is, ladies, you have been told that you don't need men. Well, fine. If you don't need men, why are you even watching this content? Why do you care what men think? But the truth is, gentlemen, women care deeply how men think. And so many women have simply moved themselves out of contention for the kind of man they want. And they have so much ego that they cannot accept the kind of man that they actually qualify for. They think they are settling for you. And they don't realize that you, as the average man, would be doing her a favor. Why is this important? Because I understand not all men are going to achieve high value status. 10% of men at best, the top 20% of men who want to get into the top 10%. But because I am a man and I advocate for men, I stand up for my guys. And I posted this the other day. Oh man, y'all like, man, these face apps and filters are from the devil. I posted a age down picture of me. Wow. Young people's attitude towards marriage is changing, and here's why it matters. Compared to other groups, more young adults view marriage as old-fashioned and out of date, although more than half agree that it makes for better family and children. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a young man, if you're under 30, if you're 35 or under, you shouldn't be worried about marriage anyway. And honestly, might do a show on Thanksgiving. is marriage for average men. Because I honestly do not recommend marriage for, uh, I don't want to say that. And I want to back off of that. You ladies need to understand the way Big Mama and them and your mama and your grandmother and all they did the world,
Execute Order 66.
the way women have dragged men through the mud, to where is there any honor in being a stepfather these days? I have not heard a woman make a good case for it. Is there any honor in being a stepfather? And the risk is on the men's side. So if you're going to have children, if you want to have children in a legacy, that means marriage is becoming an increasingly elite institution. But I want you ladies to hear from the young women, from the women's side and the men's side. I don't hear women saying they want to marry average men. So if you're an average man, what are you to do? Marry a group of women who don't want you? One of the worst things we can do as men is to be with women who don't want us. I've been in that position too. I have simped. I have done stuff. I've been in the friend zone. I've done all that kind of stuff. And I will tell you, gentlemen, don't do it. Never do that. It's never a good idea. I said it 2 weeks old. Stop trying to win women over. And see, that's the beautiful thing about becoming a high value man. You don't have to win women over. You deal with the women who show interest in you and want to get on your program and are proving their worth to you. See, you had to work to become a high value man. You don't have to work for a woman. A woman has to work for your last name. She has to work for your ring. She has to work for your commitment. And this is the shout out to Coin Brown. This is the Dulo twist. This is the game. Because we grew up in Disney and we were told that it was us that needed to do the other. That's why they hate these channels. They hate the channels where we start telling men, no, 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 no. If you have made yourself in the top 20%, top 10% of men, the rules are different for you. The rules are different for you. You're special. I'm talking to my Henrys over here, my high earners, not rich yet. I'm talking to my men who are confident, intelligent, and assertive. I'm talking to my hit squad, my Henrys in training. You are special. You are different. You deserve everything that the world has to offer and more, because you are a leader or a future leader of industry and the world. It is men like you that give the rest of the world meaning. You're the future job creators. You're the future CEOs, the future executives, the future congresspeople, the future leaders. You are the men that make the world possible. And you deserve better than just what average women think you deserve. Nope. See, if we were 500, 1,000 years ago, men in this category would have damn near been royalty. Well, now, whether you were born into the monarchy or not, is irrelevant. You would have been an earl, a duke, nobility. You would have been your modern day nobles. Thank you. You are modern day nobles. House Samuels confers the rank of House Henry. You are a member of House Henry. Thank you very much. Move through the world like you belong to House Henry. I don't care. I ain't looking in the chat room. I could care less what women are saying about it, because most women do not want you moving this way, because it puts them squarely in a position where they got to compete. It puts them squarely in a position where you have options, you have leverage. Well, guess what? Why? Because it's your turn now, gentlemen. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. And when winter is here and you are high value, you are in that top 20%, top 10%. You have options. You have leverage. Use them for your benefit. Oh, I know the women are losing their minds right now. That's right. House Henry. What do we say? I've said it on my Patreon. I love the Game of Thrones. And I've said it before. If we had a mascot, he would be Tywin Lannister. I'm going to steal this from Tywin. Lions don't concern themselves with the opinion of sheep. Now, see, what you want is the women who are getting excited by hearing this kind of stuff. What you want is women who like men who exert themselves, who do this kind of stuff. The women who are saying you're misogynistic and who hurt you and your mama this, that. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. They ain't attractive enough to date you no way. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Stop it. Who hurt you?
I got beans, greens, potatoes.
You don't like your mom. You're gay. Don't. You can walk faster than she can run. Just keep on walking. Shirley can't catch you. Her gout gonna flare up in a minute. Don't worry about it. Keep on going. Keep going. Keep walking on that. Keep on walking. Keep on moving. And the beautiful thing is, once you pass 30, the light will come on. But at age 35 and the gray starts to come in and such and so forth. But when you hit that golden age of 40 and you realize, the world is yours at 40. Because now you're still young enough to make decisions, but you're wise enough to understand the decisions you should make. See, these are things that high value men know that modern women don't. And the problem was we never had a way for men to tell younger men this stuff unless it came from father to son or through generations. We never had a way for men to tell women, this is how men think, act accordingly. Ladies, understand something. I left the chat room open today for not just members, for subscribers. You know why? Because the men who fall in this category don't care what you think about this stuff. We don't care. We don't care because this is how we're going to move anyway. And we'll deal, and once you throw your temper tantrum and stomped off whatever, we'll deal with what's left because what's left is choosing to be there. If you don't like it, cool. You don't have to like it. Pick Misha will still be around, but pick Mishas get picked. We like pick-me's. We like pick-me, I call them mammies now, which is opposite. We like all of those things. Y'all can run off to your channels and your girls groups and call us all gay and cool, great. You know what we're gonna do? They're gonna go Black Friday shopping and buy each other gifts. I'm telling you, 2022 self-improvement is sexy. This is the last year. A lot of pick Mishas and a lot of House Henrys will be alone. They're finding each other because the women are slowly starting to say, you know what? I'm good with it. Oh, all I gotta do is stay fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, and then I got some. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Yoga, Pilates, be sexually active. Yeah, not play games. Oh, yes, yeah. Guys, there's always a method to my madness. There's always a method to my madness. And the method is, ladies, you are now you're now in a men's area. You are free to leave. You're free to leave if you don't like it, because understand something. I'm going to go ahead and tip it into the next thing. Let's rock this on down.
Yeah. Lune. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos malos buenos y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón, porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. Yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Yeah. Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón. De corazón. Yeah. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah, 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 yeah. Money work. Money work. Money work. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Lunes. Lunático.
Look, Zoe,
Yes,
how are you?
I'm fine.
You got it together?
I think so.
All right. What's the issue?
Oh, I don't have an issue
Oh,
really.
goddamn.
I was
No,
just
no,
listening.
no,
I do,
no,
I do,
no.
I do.
No, 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 no. This is a goddamn smoke show. It said the instructions right out there, and you're going to come in and not even have the issue.
I just want to listen. I'm
I don't
married, so
want
I
to
just want to
know. Get out
listen.
of my show. Get out of my show. The next person to do this shit, I'm going to ban you. Disrespectful. So you're banned now. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. What's the disagreement?
Can I request not to be on YouTube, please?
Um, sure. What's
Okay,
the
thank
issue?
you. I feel like some of the arguments that you make are unfair, mostly because you blame women a lot for the state of the dating market today, and I think
Give
that
me an
it's very
example of what you're talking about.
um saying that women today are not ready to be wives, I think is not fair.
Based
Um,
upon what?
Based upon I understand that there's a sector of women who aren't ready to be married, but I think that um, making that general statement is not fair toward women.
Oh, okay.
And
First off, are generalizations fair?
no, well,
Bullshit.
okay,
Bullshit. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Bullshit. Generalizations are fair.
Okay, I'll concede to that.
All
Um,
right. So saying that women are not ready to be wives, based upon what?
um, again, saying that they don't understand submission and being feminine and all
What
of that,
percentage of women would you say are ready to be wives?
I would say probably like 20%.
Ma'am, 20%. Out of 100% of out of 100%. If 80% are not, that means you just made my freaking point.
Okay, but
No, 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 no. Let's before we move, let's
mhm.
acknowledge the math. You can't. The math ain't mathing. You said that you're making an unfair generalization. Then I asked you if you thought generalizations are fair. You said no, and then we had to go acknowledge the fact that it's bullshit. If the majority of something is true, it doesn't have to be 100%. 51% will do. That's the majority. The presidency is decided by that little of a margin. Okay? That's how
Okay.
the world works. And then I'm asking you, the person that says, I make the unfair generalization about a group of women, you tell me that 20% of said women are ready to be wives. That means you agree with me.
Okay, but also I would
But
say
does the math support my logic?
yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I'll agree with you on that point. Yes.
okay,
But I also would caveat that with the fact that most men aren't ready to be husbands
doesn't
either.
matter.
Mm. Okay, and
Doesn't matter. Men have longer to wait. Men have
okay.
longer lives. See, what you've just proven
Mm.
is you're arguing in bad faith. You don't like the facts. And then it's, I know you are, but what am I? So what? If men aren't ready, all men have to be ready for is what percentage of women? All 100% of men have to be ready for is what percent of women?
For the 20%.
Thank you. So,
Okay. Okay, I'll
is it that I'm unfair?
well, it's just the way that the arguments are framed, saying that,
They're framed in logic. They're framed in statistics, data, facts, observable reality, things you can go see for yourself.
but you run under the assumption that all the men are out here
I
looking
don't
for
labor under any
wives.
assumption. I said that we don't have enough wives for men who want to be husbands. And you just said 20% of women. Don't tell me what I did when you tell me 2 out of 10 are ready.
Okay, I would argue that 2 out of 10 men are ready to be
I don't
husbands. So,
care. It doesn't matter. See, it's one of these things of, well, women aren't ready, but the men aren't either. That's how they've learned how to argue. All right, but is a woman at 25 and a man at 25, do they have the same market value?
no.
Oh, okay. Whose market value is higher?
Um, for the dating market or marriage?
Uh, The sexual marketplace. A 21-year-old woman and a 21-year-old man. Who has the higher sexual marketplace value?
The woman,
25-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman. Who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
the woman again,
A 30-year-old woman and a 30-year-old man. Who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
a man,
The 35-year-old man and a 35-year-old woman. Who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
the man.
And as I keep going in 5-year increments, will women ever overtake a man's sexual marketplace value?
Not in the long term, no.
No. Will it grow at a steady rate or will it get exponentially larger? Meaning a 50-year-old man and a 50-year-old woman, will they have the same difference between them as a 30-year-old man and a 30-year-old woman? Or will it be greater?
It'd be greater.
Thank you. So by math, you've just said women have roughly a 10-year period before their value dips below men. So it doesn't matter if men aren't ready. Men have a fucking lifetime. Women got 10 years.
Okay, that's actually one of the points I agree with you. One of the
But
few
ma'am,
points I agree with you.
that's at the basis of
But
all my arguments.
but sorry,
Oh
I
my
I, I
God.
don't mean to change the subject, but
But
I
before we're
recall
not going to change the
oh,
subject,
sorry.
we can move, we can ask another question,
Mhm.
but you gotta admit that there is nothing that you made in your initial statement that lines up with the facts of what I just said.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
So, can you honestly say you listen to what I say in good faith?
Yeah, absolutely. I
Well, and if you
do.
did, ma'am, then you will listen to those facts, those numbers. I don't just say stuff to be saying it.
Okay.
But just because I don't break every time I say something down in a 5 minute explanation of a quip.
Okay.
Next question.
Um, I've noticed because I've watched a lot of your content in the past couple of months, and I noticed especially I think it was last week that a woman called in. She was a 45-year-old virgin, and I've noticed that when it comes to virgins calling into your show, I feel like you don't give them fair treatment. You just label them all as socially awkward and just hiding behind their faith
That's
as a
not
way to,
true. That's, ma'am, that is patently false. And I have at least 3 shows I could pull up right now.
okay, then I'll just go back to the woman that called last week who was 45 years old
Uh huh.
and, and a virgin.
Uh
I
huh.
felt like you weren't being fair to her,
Uh huh.
mostly
Uh
because
huh.
you felt like she was delusional, which I
Uh
actually
huh.
agree with you on that.
Uh huh.
However,
What did I say? What did I? She. What? I said she was socially awkward. When was the last time that woman had a date?
I think she said like 12 years or something.
The last time, I'm sorry, relationship.
A relationship? Oh,
Hmm.
I know it was a long, long
No,
time.
no, no, no. So you're going to bring this person up. So I need you to be
Mhm.
versed in what you're talking about. How long ago was it?
I'll be honest, I don't recall
Okay,
exactly.
so you're going to bring something to the table to discuss and
Mhm.
accuse me of doing something, but you can't even have a firm enough recall. It was 20 years ago.
Okay. I
You
knew it
got a
was a long time.
45-year-old woman who was a virgin, who had not had a relationship in 20 years.
Mhm.
If that's not socially awkward, what, okay, first of all, that doesn't put you in the socially awkward category. Then
Mhm.
what about talking to a man that's 52 years old for 2 years? Hmm?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
admit that that's
Was the woman, no,
abnormal.
no, 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 but was the woman socially awkward?
I feel like you can't judge
I
that
don't care.
based
No,
off.
I don't. No, I don't want you. No, I see. That's the feel. You feel like what when you listen to that woman speak. Does
Mhm.
that woman sound like she's socially normal, socially above, or socially below?
I
When it comes to romance, relationships, and dating.
I feel like she is, and I understand it's my opinion. I feel like she's strong in her conviction, and
I
that's
don't care,
something.
ma'am. That's
Mhm.
not the question I asked.
Mhm.
Please answer the question I asked.
Okay.
Was she socially normal? Was she socially above normal? Or was she socially below normal when it comes to the marketplace and dating?
She would be considered abnormal.
Abnormal?
Mhm.
Awkward.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you could use that term
So you're
awkward.
going to tell me you feel she's what?
I feel like she's a person who stands strong in her convictions, and that's something that's ridiculed today by the
That's
world.
bullshit
Eh,
because that's the same woman I asked her, all right, ma'am, if you're a Christian like I am, are
mhm.
you in a church right now that facilitates single marriage? What was her answer?
She said not really.
No. So she's not that strong in her convictions because if ultimately God and her pastor and everything else we talked about, she would be in that one place. See, what you what you really are showing is you're talking through your feelings.
I'll acknowledge that,
All
but
right, then who
can
can
you
control?
acknowledge
Who
that
can?
you
No,
were
no, 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 no.
sorry?
Well, okay. So you said that I do things that don't line up
Mhm.
with what I've done, and you haven't taken them. You've at best you've acknowledged it. How about the
Mhm.
fact that you just don't like some of the ways I say things?
No, because like I said, there's some things that I agree with you on, and
Well,
even in
but the
that
thing you brought up,
conversation,
you brought up, how often do you talk to it? I mean, we're splitting hairs too.
mhm,
When you talk to a virgin, how many people are virgins these days? What percentage of the population? What do you think? What percentage of the
my
dating population?
cousins, most of them
What
are.
percentage of the dating
Oh,
population? I don't give a shit about your cousins.
okay. Of the dating population, I would
Yes,
say
that's all that matters.
less than 10%.
Less than 10. What state do
Yeah,
you live in?
Massachusetts.
You think less than 10%? Less. Keep going. Give me an approximate number, plus or minus two.
Okay, I would say, and we're talking about adults here, correct?
That's the only thing that can date, ma'am. I would. I don't
Well,
know. You
teenagers
don't.
can date too. So, But yeah, I
Tuesday?
would say,
What the fuck? Only we're talking about adults, man.
well, teenager typically
I
most.
don't talk to fucking teenagers.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I would say 8% of
Eight
people.
percent of
Yeah.
the dating population
Hmm.
is are virgins.
Yeah. That's what I would imagine.
Okay.
And I'm a Baptist, so most of the people that I the circles I run in, they're mostly virgins.
And how old are you?
I'm 32.
And what state, what city do you live in?
I'm like an hour away from Boston.
Uh huh. And you want to, and the dating population is above 18.
Mhm.
You think that, uh, so when you think of dating population, is that 18 to 34?
Yeah, that's my
You think
imagine.
8% of people between 18 to 34 are virgins.
Well, honestly, I was going based off of a study I saw that about
That's a
35% of
yes or
people.
no question before you tell me about the study.
Okay. All right. I guess I was being naive there. So I would say probably, okay, we'll say 1% then.
See, ma'am, this I want you to understand.
Mhm.
I have just deconstructed your entire argument based on numbers. You said that I was unfair to virgins. And the
But
vast majority, hold on, the vast majority
mm,
of people aren't virgins. To be a
yeah,
virgin in the dating market over a certain age makes you a little bit awkward by definition. As somebody who spent 2 freaking years coaching and speaking to incels,
mm,
involuntarily celibate men, virgins, and MGTOWs who actually have had training and studying how to actually approach this and to counsel and coach this. I'm not just some guy in a suit sitting up here making up stuff. As I've shown, as I deconstruct you, I know what
mm.
I'm talking about. Maybe, just maybe, I know more than you do.
Yeah, and I would
And that's
definitely
why
agree.
I say what I say. I didn't say it to hurt her feelings. How many? There's a movie called The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Was that a
Mm.
drama? Was it nonfiction? Was it sci fi? Or was it comedy?
It was comedy.
Because it's laughable in our society today.
Yeah, and I
All
just
righty. Okay, go ahead. I'm just go ahead and finish
okay.
making your point, though.
Yeah, I just felt that it was rude essentially to ridicule someone for that.
I
I
wasn't
understand it's not.
ridiculed. Oh, no, 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 no.
Mm.
Is the truth ridicule?
No,
No, hold on, hold on. What's no, no, hold on, Liz. I got to back you down. What's ridicule?
ridicule would be because you did call her socially awkward, and okay, if
Is
you're
that
going,
ridicule?
eh, well, calling someone socially awkward, is that, would you say that would be a compliment
Is
though?
calling somebody obese ridicule?
No,
Calling somebody a diabetic, is that ridicule?
no.
Is calling somebody what they are ridicule?
Okay, but in
No,
Christians,
ma'am,
okay.
no,
Mhm.
no. This snowflake generation. A 45-year-old virgin who has delusions of how she's going to find a husband, who
Mhm.
says she's strong in her convictions, but she's not even in a church to facilitate single Christian marriage. And
To be fair,
you're defending that, and you're saying I ridiculed her by what?
well,
Calling her socially awkward. What should I have called her?
to be fair, most
To
churches
be
don't
called no.
facilitate
What should I have called her?
you. Honestly, and I know it sounds mean, you probably should have just called her out for being lazy.
I did that too.
Oh,
But both things can be this. Both things can be true. She's
mm,
lazy
mm,
and socially awkward. But I want to go back to the beginning.
mm.
You don't even like generalizations.
I would disagree with that, but okay.
You said you don't think generalizations are fair.
Well, I did walk that back though once you
No, you
deconstruct.
walked it back after I challenged it.
Hmm.
So, ma'am, due respect, it sounds to me like you sounds like to me you what I would consider to be one of these snowflakes. You're too sensitive. Ma'am, she's a 45-year-old virgin who
Mhm.
still thinks because she hasn't had menopause, she can have
Mhm.
children and God's the final person to
Yeah,
decide. And I'm a Christian.
I know that was
All right, ma'am.
delusional.
Ridicule, ridicule,
Mhm.
ridicule. Is there a way to tell somebody the truth and not ridicule them?
Yes,
How,
for sure.
and how do you determine the difference?
Um, well, uh,
How do you determine the difference?
the difference between ridicule and telling someone the truth is that the truth is often told in love and wanting to help
I
someone.
don't. You can't love somebody that you don't know. It's about intent. Don't put that
Okay.
on me. I don't have to love a stranger. It's about intent. Ladies, I want to know how the conversation has changed, knowing that you're going into this holiday season. Ain't nobody buying you nothing for Christmas. Ain't nobody buying you nothing for Christmas.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Christmas presents? Ha ha, that's a joke. What happens when you're a single woman? When you're a single woman, you pick between your single sisters and your cousins, and you guys decide who you're going to exchange gifts with. And you guys have been exchanging gifts with your sisters and your cousins for so long, and you've been so comfortable being single for so long, you don't even know how broken you were until this year. If you've been single if you've been single over 18 months as a woman, it is your fault. It's on you. Especially if you are 6 or better. I mean, hell, even if you're 5 or better. You have had plenty of suitable men approach you, whether you recognize it or not. There is really no way that a woman especially a woman who's fit and average looking to cute, there are more women than men. You've had somebody approach you. So I find it interesting when I talk to these women, they've been single for 3, 4, 5, 7 years. I'm working on myself. No, you're not. You're stuck. You're like a fly in molasses. And 2021 was your wake up call. Welcome to reality. This Christmas, you are spending alone. And unlike Kevin McAllister, no one's going to come and try to break in your house to entertain you. You got that damn dog, and you got nothing else. And you ladies need to tune in to the pain of this. Yes, the pain. So you can make sure you don't repeat this mess. You got all these women trying to tell you ladies, there's no problem. Enjoy yourself, such and so forth. Please. This is the time of year you want to have somebody to escort you to the Christmas party. You want to have somebody to open Christmas presents with and plan a life with so you can get to the kids' part and all this other kind of stuff. Many of you are so far from that. You didn't have anybody to even take home to Thanksgiving, much less thinking inside of 2 years you're going to have a husband if you're not actively doing the work. So it's Christmas time. Who are you going to the Christmas party with? How many Christmas events are you going to miss because you can't roll in there solo and not look like a fool? You can't show up at Christmas parties and not roll solo and people not say anything, especially the older you get. So many times you ladies just, oh, I'm busy. I got this, I got that. No, you don't have a date. It's not even a date. You don't even have a man. And men are not just going to be plus ones so you can lie to yourself anymore. Men are like, bump that. Men.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Do not become somebody's plus one at a Christmas party so she can stick her head in the sand. You really want to help her? Say no. I hope this season that men countrywide do not go anywhere with women they are not in a relationship with. Oh yeah, it's time for an intervention. Hi, this is your intervention. You're going to be home alone. So you're going to skip the company Christmas party. Fine. I'm going to exchange gifts with your cousin. Both of y'all cheap anyway. Or you worried about what she gonna spend on you? What you want? You gonna exchange gifts and set a limit to that? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Karen and Brenda, we're gonna exchange gifts with each other. We're gonna set $100 limit. Why even do it? Why even do it? It's kind of like when we used to go to, to school and do gift exchange. I never liked that because all you had to set a limit at something. I'm like, what? There's no thought in it. It's just a gift. Somebody should have something with their name on it. I didn't care anything about those. It's not just the gift, it's the thought that goes behind it. You got nobody to buy gifts for, no one they don't know your taste. Why even do it? Y'all pretending. You're showing up to your mother's house. How many women are showing up to their mother's house? You know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean, guys. How many women are showing up to their mother's house? How many women are showing up to their mother's house? Like this.
Execute Order 66.
Hey, hey, mama, how you doing? Hey, girl, how you? Uh-huh. Showing up to their mama's house with some crap they bought from Bath and Body Works or something. So what are y'all buying? Just a bunch of tchotchkes and insignificant stuff? Nothing important. You ain't got no sexy lingerie. You ain't got no beautiful heels. You ain't got a nice purse, a sexy perfume. Nothing. You ladies are buying each other pencil sharpeners, copy paper. I mean, come on, man. Let's get real. This is who did it to you.
Execute Order 66.
That's who did it to you right there. And you ladies are, like I say, buying each other pencil sharpeners and copy paper and Post-its and whiteout. You mother suckers are Christmas shopping at Office Depot, giving each other Amazon gift cards and Starbucks gift cards and carrying on. Because that's how lazy modern women have gotten, because you got nothing to look forward to. A lot of you ladies got to admit you're dead on the inside when it comes to the holidays. The year ended October 30th. And the only way to shock any sense into you is to have the conversation. Are you tired yet? Are you tired of telling people you're boss chicks and you're dope and this and that and da-da-da-da-da? You're alone. You're alone and a man of value is not seriously vetting you to become his significant other in any way. You're getting older, and name me a product that more valuable with age and use. But the older you get, the more you think you should get more, because that's what the people who got books and courses to sell keep telling you. I'm telling you, no. You want to get out of this tailspin? Let's talk about it. You want to get out of this tailspin? Let's talk about it. Because I don't know. I know when I'm walking around my neighborhood, I'm seeing people with strollers and the dogs with the little dog sweater on, and one lady's got a stroller and she's got a baby. And yeah, what y'all doing? Huh? What? Huh? What? And we even talked about so Christmas. You're gonna miss the Christmas party because you ain't got nobody to go with. You're gonna go home for Christmas and y'all gonna do that BS gift exchange with one of your relatives that you gonna talk shit about what she bought you. I mean, when's the last time you got something from David Yurman? When was the last time you got something from Christmas that was more than $1,000 for one thing? Because that ain't coming from no woman. That's coming from a man. When was the last time you got something that had a comma in it? I didn't hear you. What'd you say? I didn't hear you. I can't hear you, Shirley. When was the last time you got something that had a comma in it? The smaller the ring, the bigger the ring, the smaller the girl. When was the last time you got a... When was the last time you had somebody brought an orange bag for you? Take that out the way in the shot. When was the last time? When was the last time? I didn't hear you. What'd you say? What? Oh. Oh, you didn't. Oh. These is red bottoms. These is blood issue. You didn't. Oh, you didn't get one of those either. Huh. Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a 3 trash bag dusty or whatever. What's the latest stuff they calling men today? What's the latest crap these manless women are calling men today? Well, we need to call y'all as Miss McAllister. Home alone. Home alone. I can't hear you. What? Say what? Okay, that's what I thought. So, ladies, we've got up to Christmas, and you opening that nice, you're opening that nice shiny ream of copy paper, 95 brightness. Oh my God, some of the most boring shit they ever sell is office products. You're opening that nice ream of copy paper, 103 brightness, low dust. Somebody's telling you all the sexiness about the copy paper, how it won't jam your printer. Yeah. You got liquid paper and correction tape. Oh, getting excited. Shit. Woo! Got you a pen. Sadly, your pen might just be crossed or something like that. Damn sure ain't nobody gonna buy you a Mont Blanc, and then that comes from a man too. All right, so right, so then you go ahead and get that what y'all call perfume that y'all spray on each other. Then y'all sit around at the Christmas table. Sadly, many of y'all are sitting around that mother sucker. And this is when it starts. This is when I'm a manifest. Next year's gonna be different, girl. I'm not gonna be here with my husband. I'm gonna manifest me a man. Da, da, da. You got one manifest madness woman sitting there because she's gonna be an entrepreneur and change everything by next year. Then another one's gonna become a musician, artist, and travel the world. This is when all the talk starts. This is when the wine starts flowing, and this is when the women with kids start talking about, hey, baby daddies ain't crap. And then, I mean, this is where it goes down. This is where it goes down. And for the next 2.5 to 3 hours, the bulk of the conversation is about the men who are not there because there's a vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum. There's supposed to be men in the front room watching the Cowboys or the Detroit Lions, the teams that normally play on Christmas Day. Somebody's supposed to be teaching the kids how to ride bikes and playing in the driveway. There's supposed to be stuff going on. The kids are supposed to open their gifts and go outside and play, but no. All you got is a bunch of kids who have been crammed into somebody's back room, being babysat by the Disney Channel, watching Marvel. Let's go play Iron Man or the Avengers, Spider-Man or something. And you got these women in the front room in the kitchen sitting around drinking Reuniti or you're drinking wine, talking crap. And as the day turns into night, another holiday home alone. Because Shirley can't fit in that. But Shirley,
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes,
I know.
lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
That's Shirley in the kitchen making her to-go plate because they always brought too much food because they got to eat their emotions, right? They got to eat them emotions, so they're going to take all that home. Somebody going to mess around and get the peach cobbler and going to take too much crust, and there's going to be arguing, bickering back and forth. Them nasty mustard greens going to be over there. The collards going to be all gone. Yeah, this how it go down. The most exciting part of the day is going to be the crap talking at that table and watching them starting to divvy up what's left of the food. And then when they leave, the women who are left behind to clean up gonna talk shit about the women who left because they lazy, they this, they that, they never do nothing, they greens is nasty, da 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 da. See, the entire right, and then it's over. Christmas is over. It's December 26th. And you staring down the barrel of a 45. What do you got next? What's next is New Year's Eve. What's next is the holiday for grown folks. See, this is the holiday you're supposed to take the kids to your grandparents, to your in-laws, and you and the missus go to Dallas or Houston, and you stay at the St. You go to Atlanta, you stay at the St. Regis and go to Chops for dinner, and then you go to an event. Yeah, see, you're supposed to put on your velvet dinner jacket. You're supposed to put on a sequin gown. Yeah, you're supposed to go out and do the damn thing. You're supposed to check in that night, go party, wake up. You know, maybe you go to a bed and breakfast. Whatever, you're supposed to be doing something with your significant other. Because what's that old myth? Whoever you're kissing on New Year's Eve is who you're going to bring into the New Year with. Well, many of y'all done kissed yourself. Many of y'all ain't kissed nobody. You know what's really pathetic? To see a bunch of single women out on New Year's Eve. Goddamn shame. Yep. Sad. Especially when they're attractive. Things have changed, ladies. Because now people are starting to say, why the hell are they single? This is AKS. This is 2021. I mean, 2020, we could understand it before Kevin Samuels, before Average at Best, but now it's after Average at Best, after Kevin Samuels. Why are you still single? Oh, you haven't done the work. Oh, you haven't got any therapy. Okay. You obviously ain't got in the gym. Okay. So you know me and want fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, childless. In your right mind. Okay. All right. Let's talk about it, ladies. Are you going to be home alone for the holidays? And let's not even talk about caroling and all the other kind of stuff. See, like I said, everything that I just described, so many women just sitting there seething. They know they got nobody to spend the holidays with. It's just like, ugh, I hate him. I wish it would go straight all the way through. I wish it was January 2nd already. They don't want the bowl season, gentlemen. They don't want the college playoffs. They want to skip all the way. They don't even want January 2nd. I'm sorry. Scratch. Mistake. The year ends for McAllister women October 30th, and we start on February 15th. So we need to redo the calculation. So the entire month of November, December, January, and half of February. That's 3.5 months, okay? For simple math, we're going to call it 75 days. 75 days. I need you to add how old you are. I need you to convert your age and age adjust your age additional 75 days. So for every year you've been alive, add another 75 days. That's how old you are. Yep. Because what do modern women need from Halloween through Valentine's? Nothing. Oh, I'm making friends today. I'm making friends today, fellas. And they're like, I hate him. It's his delivery. You mean how he actually articulates the truth and reality that you're not happy? And if you looked at the study I put up on my Instagram, 2.5 million black men are, let's just go ahead and post it up there. For those who think the reason I'm single is because there ain't no men out here. Right. Go over my Instagram where I went ahead and posted this. 2.5 million black men are in the upper class. 2.5 million black men are in the upper class. So yeah, y'all can go ahead and miss me with all that. Well, the reason I ain't no man now, you talk about a gift with a comma in it. Where they at? Where they at? Around the women with collarbones. That's where they at. They're around the women with collarbones. You'll meet them in the Group X class. You'll meet them in spin class. That's where they are. They're around water. Accountability and water, like kryptonite. Oh my God. Holy crap, I said that. Accountability is like kryptonite, so is water. I can't sweat my hair out, kryptonite. I can't do that. Why not? It's gonna mess up my wig, my hair, kryptonite. Mm-hmm. Accountability, gentlemen. It's like kryptonite. And it's always your fault. You didn't know that? You didn't know that? It's always your fault. But see, this year, we had an opportunity to do something we hadn't had an opportunity to do before. This year, men had a secret weapon. Me. Men had a secret weapon, and they were able to talk about what they actually want. See, 2.5 million black men are in the upper class. And I want to add something to this. And those black men tend to be lumped into 10 states. Into 10 states. So I don't want to hear this crap about you can't find them and where all the good men at. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're where they need to be. Where you at? The Grinch that Stole Christmas. A lot of modern men and women have had relationships stole from them. A lot of people have had relationships stolen from them. And I want to give them back. Oh yeah, you're in the dark. Yeah, you're in the dark. Yeah. Ever dated with someone who never took their makeup off, even sleeping? Yeah, I have. Yeah, and predictably, you know how it ended. Horribly. Horribly. Why it ended horribly? Because she was hiding. That's not even normal. There was an insecurity there. It ended horribly. I mean, think about it. In life, it's going to happen. If you're around somebody, they're going to get. I mean, think about what you talk about. What's going to happen? If you get married, you're going to see them pregnant, swole up. You get married, they're going to have diarrhea in front of you. They're going to have their cycle in front of you. They're going to have all kind of stuff in front of you. You might as well get to it. Women going to get to the good part. Get on to the good part. And men look at it like, ladies, when you're willing to be real in front of us is when we're willing to start really saying, okay, you don't know what you got until she's really ready to be real. Yeah, I got people over here, but I don't have people in the stream yards who are on camera. So I'm gonna get up out of here. I still have my show to do on Monday. But ladies, remember what I said. All joking aside, if you are what you're looking for, if you're really a wife, that's step one. Step two, you're dating with intention. And step three, you are providing the girlfriend experience. Peace, tranquility, affection, respect, and support. Peace, tranquility, respect, affection, and support. Top of that list is respect. Second, affection. Third, peace. RAP. support, tranquility. I guess I could spell it traps. It's spelled traps. But I don't like the word trap. But if that's the girlfriend experience, if you're willing to be ugly in front of him, men like it when our women are ugly in front of us. Let's go ahead and tell some truth, gentlemen. Gentlemen, let's be honest. I'm thinking. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna say something, guys. Tell it. I know for me, the first time I saw my real relationships, the first time I saw my lady without makeup, I liked it. I mean, you just like fresh out of the shower, no makeup. Because think about when you go on the first, second, third date, you see them at their best. They're all made up. You're looking good, smelling good. But when you finally see your woman in her natural state, she sleeps over, she wakes up, there it is. Or she comes out of the shower, clean face, there it is. And we like seeing you like that because you're different. They take off those heels. They take off that dress. What it is, ladies, is you're lying. When you're all made up, you're lying. You're hiding. You're in special effects. You're not being real. And we don't trust you. We don't trust you. We like seeing it, but we don't believe it. We don't believe it. We want to, but we can't because we're seeing an optical illusion. We're seeing a presentation. We're seeing your representative. But when you're comfortable enough to be real in front of us, that's when we start to trust you. That's when we start to let you in those places that you want to get to. But you got to earn that. When you're comfortable enough to be ugly around us, and you know a lot of women are like, oh, I don't want to be at my best. I don't be that. No. Well, if you ain't seen her at her worst, you haven't seen her in her natural state, you ain't got nothing. I'm putting a lot of you ladies up on game tonight. You want to get in with a man, you better put yourself in your natural state. Telling you. In your natural state is when a man finally is like, okay. You gain respect from us that way. You earn respect. Because now you get into the real stuff. It's just like after a man busts off. It's called post-climax clarity. What he's saying after that is generally how he feels. And all this stuff I'm saying is we have forgotten how to do relationships. I don't mind going over the basics, the 101 stuff. So men and women don't feel weird or out of place from having to go through this. This is a good thing. I guarantee you tonight, gentlemen, I have changed some women's lives by telling them about the girlfriend experience and what it means to us. A girlfriend respects us. She is affectionate. That's emotional availability, that girly stuff. The thing that affection is when your grandmother used to kiss your temple or your mother used to really hug you. That's affection. That's the hugging. It's not the sex. The affection is not the sensuality. Affection. That means something to us. Respect, affection, peace, support, tranquility. You got it. You win. If you're dealing with a man who's marriage minded and you're marriage minded and you're a wife and you're dating with intention, it's a foregone conclusion. All right, I got to get up out of here, y'all. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. More success for New Year on the ground. Appreciate it. You, Luke Hazley, y'all. Appreciate it. Post-nut clarity is real. It certainly is. And see, the thing is, the way I vet now, man, I deal with women that I like in every other room, including the bedroom, because I know me. And see, none of the stuff I should have said offends wives and who offends women who really want to be with a man. Who want to be a girlfriend, fiance, and a wife to men. It offends modern women. That's who gets offended. And they're welcome to it. They're welcome to it. They're welcome to it. All right, folks. Y'all know how we do. Till next time. Peace. We're gone. Merry Happy Christmas, Hana Kwanzaa. Merry Happy Christmas, Hana Kwanzaa.